Hey everyone, hey Patrick.
What's up, John?
You can call me Shoshana tonight because that's how I feel in these sunglasses.
All right.
What's up, everybody? I hope everybody is having as great of a Monday as I am. So let's say hi to everybody real quick. Velvet Pixie, hello. It's just me, Cindy. Sarah Z. My computer is being it's not fun tonight. Ruth Ann, hello. Kelly all day. J Freak, Patty S, Stinky, Velvet Pixie, Christina B, Truly Loving Life, Maria W, Crystal 54, Natalie, Tina. Hello, 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 Barbie. Oh, shoot. There goes my spot. Okay.
Tiki.
Tiki, Addie, hello. Sweets and Beyond. He's like I'm like Ringo home. Hey, April Rain, hello. Mega Pint. Brenda. If I think I got everybody. Yeah, I think I did. If I missed you, I'll say hi to you in a second. Okay, MTT, hi. All right, so let's try going over some 90-day stuff because there's been some stuff going on.
Yeah.
And
can I just say one thing though? This
go ahead.
This season is a major stinker. I'm not enjoying it to say.
Well,
the
have
least.
you been keeping up with the season? Hey, Grace.
I have.
Maria. You have? Okay. Well, we'll get right. You know what? Let me start the other clock and then we'll get into it. Hold on. Because I haven't done this in a while. So.
All
right. Teeny tiny shots. You give yourself.
No, I'm just playing. But we'll get to her in 1 second.
Yes, he's fabulous, and he's on the inside scoop.
Ooh, look at that! All right, so I don't know where to start. I think the Pedro one, I found most interesting.
From Pedro and Chantel.
So yeah, so and I haven't watched. Well, I've been out of the loop a little bit lately. So, but Pedro and Chantel are getting divorced, and they have restraining orders against each other, and it's looking real ugly. So, Pedro posts, which was weird because it was from his realtor page. Hi, I'm your new realtor, and by the way, do you want a wife whose heart is black? It's do it.
I saw that.
Buy this beautiful 2-bedroom ranch. It's got a cute little kitchen. And hopefully your wife won't leave you in this room. I don't know. Do you want that energy going into your new realty business? But he writes, we live in a world of appearance where how you look on the outside is more important than how you look on the inside. The apple may look beautiful on the outside, but rotten on the inside. And now, mind you, this is from his realty page, Pedro Jimeno Realtor. And by the way, I had this charming little colonial with a finished basement. Come down and see it.
Yeah, and wasn't it on this really nice looking piece of? I don't know if it was a box or what. I mean, wasn't it silver or something behind it? It looked really fancy. I was like, whoa, okay. Nice to announce that.
And they both got this giant house. I mean, obviously they're going through a lot. But how random from the realtor account though. Okay. So I read that and I took it that he was just talking about Chantel. That's how I read it. I didn't think he was talking about anybody but her. But there, the comments in this were pretty colorful. Who did you think he was referencing here? Was it a charming little cape overlooking a vista somewhere?
No, it was pretty clear. I think he's not holding back when it comes to Chantel, and I think he's going to keep getting the digs in.
So
But hey,
you also agree that it was Chantel that he was referencing. Hey,
I
Maggie.
think that's who I felt. Yeah, and but again, to do it from your business page, I don't know that that's the best idea. Go to your personal page for your personal life, but keep the business separate.
I mean, okay, Jonathan was a realtor, and it reminds me of him. And he, like, I don't think Jonathan, he had a different realty page. I think, I don't know. He was always doing, I miss Jonathan's kind of like, remember his like, his little like steak, like tutorials and
Yeah.
like, this is how you make like an old fashioned. Cause like, while playing his Frank Sinatra music, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But just so weird to be doing it on your new realty page. So someone writes, like, for the first time, I felt bad for Chantel watching this season. They both will be fine without each other. She can find someone who is crazy about her and takes care of her. And that's from Lauren Cross. Then Pedro is incapable of deep thought. That's from Efley Forte.
Okay.
Stephanie writes, we know we see you we see your Dominican Republic family every week.
Now is that
Marie
one of the
writes,
Stephanies from the show?
he needs to find a seat and go and sit in timeout. What do you guys think? Like, I'm surprised they lasted this long. Is this like a big shock?
Yeah, in a way, but no, not really, because I think every episode was nothing but them arguing with each other. So, what's going to really happen? You're going to all of a sudden really love each other and stop fighting? No, you're just going to fight forever. So,
I mean, it's like, they're getting it done with now, so good for them on that one.
yeah.
Like, some of these comments are rich, though. Like, he's projecting. Sassy one writes, he's one to talk. All he's ever wanted was a green card and to get his family over. He can now dump the one that made him. Cali Girl writes, she was totally used. Strong words, but he only knows his truth. Is he talking about his wife?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I've always felt that he was in it for a green card, but I don't know that he was necessarily in it alone. I think it was his family more than anything that was pushing him to do that. But again, what I've learned from these shows is nothing's real. So they can whatever they didn't script it to do. They had him say it. So
I don't know. I don't think he was in it for a green card. Like, originally when they were in the show, like, they were like, what, season 3 or 4? Like, they were early on, and they were both like very young and attractive, and they looked well together. It wasn't like they were so like, it wasn't like a Danielle and Mohamed type situation. So I don't think that his intentions were like that when they first got together, because like I still kind of believe the show back then.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like a lot of marriages have fallen out, so it wouldn't be a big surprise that but Chantel and Pedro always, Chantel never really showed anything. She never spoke out. She never fought with anybody. Like, I've been doing this blogging stuff for a long time, and I can't remember one time, honestly, ever, when Chantel has picked a fight with somebody on IG with cast members. Like, I can remember like Pau and Anfisa going at each other, and all that old school stuff that I kind of miss and like wish still kind of happened. But yeah,
back when the show was good,
it's different.
It is different.
So that it did surprise me, because I'm like, wow, this is crazy, because Chantel played it so close to the vest. When stuff like this does come out, you're actually shocked. Like, like when Paul and Karini fight, or Tiffany and Ronald, like, both my friends love them,
Right.
But when they fight, it's like, are they gonna get back together, or what? So, but when you see it from someone like Chantel, it's like,
Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
So it makes me, I don't know. But, she's also had her spinoff that she has to protect.
Yep.
And that's why TLC's kept Chantel around as long as she's been on, because I think Chantel is the longest running cast member there's been.
It's crazy.
She went from being on the show, then being on Happily, and she's been on every year, I think, since she's debuted. And I think
Yeah,
she's like the longest running cast member she's even got Darcy beat. So Chantel knows how to keep this going, just like Jesse does.
yeah. Oh God, Jesse. Gosh. I did no words.
Wait, what banner do you want? Hold on. Sorry. I have my glasses on. This one?
There you go.
I don't know is that the banner? Is that it? Anywho, we'll see how this plays out. It looks really ugly, and I'm sure it's going to get even uglier. So whose side is everybody on? Like, are you on Pedro's side, Chantel's side? I don't have like a side to pick, honestly.
Yeah, and this one it's tough. I don't really care either way.
I really don't either.
Yeah, I think her family's a little crazy, but I like them. You know, I enjoyed watching them. So and her.
I believe their marriage. So
Yeah.
if they're both unhappy, then they should both be separated. I don't have a dog in this fight, honestly.
Nope.
I don't think anybody really does. So, and like after like that stuff that came out last year about like, Pedro finding his dad and that being scripted, like that was
Right.
like, so it made me like lose respect for like, I guess both the whole kit and caboodle so much more, because like that was like so like heart wrenching for people, and it was all like an act in the end, because they already had all met, so that was like a bummer for them. But
yeah,
this divorce looks really hairy, and I'm here for it. So we'll see how this plays out.
Hey, I like Maria said in the chat. I want to know what's up with the dual restraining orders. Those are good to me. I'd love to know more about them.
So moving on, my good friend Yolanda Williams. She looks like she's found love again, and somebody was calling her out, and she posted about it. And this Snow Snatcher guy was saying that this is fake. She isn't even with John, and Yolanda saying, "Ooh, what color panties I'm wearing," or something like that. And poor Yolanda. And I love her so much. She's so sweet. I'm not even trying to be mean to Yolanda. She hasn't had much luck in the dating arena since Williams.
Well, how old's this one? Maybe 30?
I don't know. I could look up her page real quick. But I've talked to Yolanda, and she really is a sweetheart. So I'm not even trying to be like, mean or shady. And I really do want her to find like love. I kind of question some of her choices because, Williams. And then we had Josh. Do you remember who Josh was, Patrick?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Josh had a whole reputation on that. I mean, we're not. People want to say things about me. Josh had. I look like a Boy Scout compared to Josh.
He had a lot of skeletons in the closet.
And now, I guess, she's dating somebody else, but it seems to be being questioned. And I'm looking at Yolanda's page right now, and I don't see any pictures of this guy anymore. So maybe that's over with, because I'm looking at Yolanda's page, and it's just her and her meals, because she does her diet stuff.
Yep.
So maybe, is this breaking news? Did we just find this out in real time?
John Yates breaking news.
Uh-oh, breaking news. Oh, you know what? I can't even use that banner. Nope, never mind. Breaking news. Okay, so there's no sign of this new guy, John, on Yolanda's page anymore. Okay. So there you go.
That was quick.
So, sorry, Yolanda. Maybe next time you'll get them.
Okay. Try for 40 next time.
or maybe you're still together and you're keeping it secret, and good luck. And so Williams, and that's all I gotta say. But Yolanda is a sweetheart, and we've talked, and she's funny. I like her a lot. So let's go on to the next subject, which would be I have a lot of housewife stuff up, but I know that you don't know anything about that. So, Sweets and Beyond, we're gonna have to do a housewives thing tomorrow. I'm hoping that we could do it with Anne. I was Team Pedro until the restaurant. After then, Chantel took the money. I'm back to Team Pedro. Did you watch the Family Chantel, Patrick?
I did.
So, what is it? A good show?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, again, it's the same family, the same kind of drama. I think you see a little more of the brother and sister, and obviously the mom just acts crazy all the time. So, that's just her. But the dad tries to be the voice of reason. It's just, they're a little crazy, to say the least.
So Stephanie's back in the news. Hi guys, I'm back. Stephanie.
How did she bid for now?
Stephanie is going back. I'm going back to Guatemala, guys. No, I mean Belize. Aslan called me, and he called on a magic whistle, and I was summoned back to Narnia. I mean Belize. I mean Guatemala. I mean, I don't know, but I'm going back to Belize to start my story, the sequel. I found some distant cousins of Harris and Ryan and Raris, and I'm going back. So, I'm packing up the Maserati and going post haste. So thank you guys. This is my quarterly post. It clearly didn't work with OJ. So I'm gonna just, give Belize one more try.
That's just I don't know how to deal with her. She's an interesting one. She definitely likes her name in the news. She's doing everything she can to keep it there.
Well, she had to do her own tell-all because she tried to, I believe, sue TLC or whatever, and she didn't she wasn't asked to the tell-all, so she had to do her own. Remember, it was in 2 parts. It was like in her living room couch. It was really cute though. She was on her couch, and it was her and 2 of her friends, and they were trying to make it all tell-all-y, with the couches. Bless her heart. She she had it edited. It was cute. She's I'm gonna do my own tell-all. It's gonna be from my living room, from my own couch. The Maseratis are still outside.
Yeah, she's an interesting one for sure.
So it didn't work out with OJ. So she's giving Belize another crack, and Godspeed, Stephanie. She survived OJ, so there we go. I guess that's the silver lining there in that story.
I guess. The juice is
okay.
loose.
Moving on. I love my Shoshana glasses. I feel very 70s.
Do you have shag carpet in the house?
I feel I should be working for Charlie. What's up?
There you go.
I can't read the comments though, so I can see some of them. Hey Wanda. Let's move on. So, Anfisa got her citizenship. Congratulations.
Yep.
I'm happy for her. Honestly, she's been here for 6 years.
Yeah, she's put in some work.
She had to deal with Georgie and all that. But my big takeaway from Anfisa getting her, her citizenship is the test, because someone asked, like, what what was it like, and was it just multiple choice? And she goes, it's not multiple choice. You were asked 10 questions about civics, geography, and you have to get at least 6 correct. If you get first 6 right, they don't ask anymore, and you have to write one sentence that officer dictates and reads another one. Overall, very easy. Is that like really it? Like, like, that sounds super easy.
Yeah, that sounds really, really easy. But I mean, I guess I know it's interesting. I wouldn't think it'd be that easy.
It's probably stuff that we all learned in, like, 5th grade, and probably nobody remembers. Type of stuff, like, gives, I know because I have degrees in history, but like, gives like the 3 like branches of government type stuff, and who's like third in line for the presidency, and where are the Finger Lakes located. So, but like, I was like, huh, that doesn't seem too hard. Like, I wonder like how many questions like you just have to, like, the book they give you to study from, like,
Right.
did they give you 10 questions out of like 500 that they might ask? You know what I mean? Like, how much do you have to memorize? Is like, that's like what I want to know.
I'm gonna have to ask a friend of mine. She just got hers in June, so it'll be fresh in her mind.
Like, that's what I'm curious about. Like, what they give you to study from, where they draw those questions from. Is it just like 100 questions, and just have to? Because that seems like it's not that hard. And if I didn't, have like, if I didn't go to school to become like a history teacher, a social studies teacher, I probably would know a lot less than everybody else. But I'm like, really? That's it? And like, then I'm like, Joe Giudice from like, and again, I know you don't know Housewives. I'm like, Joe Giudice couldn't, like, do this. Like, Joe came here when he was 1 from Italy. Like, went to school in, like, here, could have done this. And like, he wound up, going to jail and then getting deported. And I'm like, really, Joe? Like, you couldn't do this, like, ever? And like, Joe's parents didn't, like, I don't know, just whatever. It's right. It's just so stupid. Like, I don't know. So that like kind of irked me.
I saw Bethany.
The Joe Giudice side, it irked me.
I saw Bethany Frankel on with Michael Rappaport today.
Oh, wait, where?
On what used to be the Wendy Williams show.
Did they restart it? Oh, that must have been a repeat. Was it still Wendy's show with Michael like guest hosting?
Yeah, he was hosting it.
Yeah, now it's going to be what's her name? Who took it? Sherry Shepherd.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be that in the fall. So let me skip around because there's a couple of more things, and I think we're good. Jenifer and Jesse, still a thing. Like, are they filming?
I haven't seen if they are, but they
have to still be filming. Like, do we believe this? Like, are they like really like a thing, or like, is this for like the cameras? Because I know Jesse is like an entrepreneur. Listen, we know Jesse has his hand in like 8 million pots with his, like, jewelry line and his fitness line and his his life counseling line and his motivational speaking line and his leather line and his traveling line, and Jesse like has his hand in 8 million pots. So and Jesse has found a way to keep himself on this show for as pretty much as long as I've been around. Jesse is like so old school.
Anyway, he can.
You gotta give Jesse credit for keeping himself around, because Jesse's found a way to like not even be with Darcy for like 6 years now, and we're still talking about him. So you gotta give Jesse some credit, man. He is a hustler.
Well, think about it. Even on a season where he wasn't even really mentioned, he somehow made it to the tell-all. I was like, what?
Yeah, he just shows up. I have a real story about that.
Oh.
He just knocks on the side door. He's like, and like, but they knew he was coming. I mean, but like he was on the show for like 15 minutes that one season. And like, there he is at the tell-all. Oh, here I am. I'm Jesse. I'm here. And then like Jesse got like that dating. Remember that dating show during like the Rona? Like, you know, when he took up the whole hour of the dating show, and the person behind him got like what, like 6
Nothing.
minutes.
Yep.
And they were like, "No, Jesse, come on, speed it up. You have to like make up your mind." And Jesse's like, "Nope, I have to think this one out."
Wasn't that
some
wasn't
good
that like
TV.
live dating or something like that?
Hmm?
Wasn't it live dating? Like it was the call.
Yeah, it was like, and Sakanya Christian, I think, hosted it.
Yeah.
It was like live, yeah, because like we were all like quarantined and all that stuff. So that was the premise of that show. And but good old Jesse, he's kept a way of keeping this going. Like, I mean, I have to give him some credit. I really do.
The reason I think this one might be real is because he's really not putting it out there and making a big deal out of it like he's done every other time to get on TV or to get in an article or get in something else. He's just kind of, they're just doing it together. You know, I don't know. I hate to think anything he does is real, but it kind of seems like it.
Thank you, Jenifer. You can call me Shoshana with these. I'm in my Shoshana mood. But I don't know. I feel like it's just him keeping himself alive. And if it really is love, good for Jesse. You know, because Darcy also, like, look, now, I guess Georgie hasn't, like, not my cat Georgie, but her Georgie, it didn't work out. And, you know, Darcy has to keep herself, like, single, I guess, to keep on the show. It's like, you know, it's a job.
Yep.
I'm not saying Darcy's doing that, but, you know, it would make sense if why maybe some of her relationships aren't working out, and because what's going to happen. So we'll see.
I wish Darcy wouldn't have got so much plastic surgery. Like, she's so unrecognizable.
She looks, yeah. I agree. I think, but you know, it is what it is. I think she looked really good. Like when they showed her like clips, like even her first season when she had like her dark hair and very different. But you know, it makes her happy. So I guess good for her. I don't even want to get into that. What do you think about the Happily cast, by the way?
I think I've seen them all numerous times.
What do you think about Kim and Usman being on there?
Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be interesting. I am happy to see Angela and Michael again. That's just going to be awesome. But no, I'm excited about
that. Like seeing Big Ed and Liz. Like I'm like, you know what? I could almost stomach Big Ed. I'm like, you know, at least he's someone that, like, you know, will kind of make it interesting despite like all his antics that he's pulled on his lives from like a couple years back from like, and I wonder like if he's gonna like out of morbid curiosity gonna like, remember like when Big Ed was on his first season, he would be live every night, all night, and then he'd be live with like, you know, maybe like some people he shouldn't have been live with. But we'll just leave it at that.
That's how we got his nickname.
But like I'm like, you know what, maybe like, and maybe, I don't know. Hopefully, he redeems himself the second time around, and I'm willing to be like, okay, maybe he was just learning the ropes back then, and you know, was just being stupid and didn't realize who he was going live with, and that could be all very well. And so I'm actually like, you know, like let's give him a second chance and see if he's like, you know. Because Liz did, you know, and I interviewed Liz, and remember that when they broke up, like I was like one of the first people that interviewed Liz.
Yep,
and she didn't have nice things, she didn't have nice things to say about him. So I mean, she found a way to forgive him. So if she can and go forward with things, maybe, you know, there's something redeeming about him. So maybe we should all give him. So like I'm looking at this like being like optimistic, which you know I never am, especially about this show.
Right.
Because you know how I feel about the foolery. So I'm like, you know what? Let's give Ed another chance, and maybe it'll be different. If Liz can forgive him, who am I to say otherwise, right?
Hey, at least he cut his Mayo hair.
You're right, and he there's no more Mayo hair. So let's see. I mean, maybe he's still a creep. We don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was never a creep. Maybe he's still like that same creep. We don't know.
Right.
So
We'll see.
maybe this season will show us a different side and hopefully a better side.
Yeah, hopefully.
And yeah, Jovi and Yara, I'm excited to see them back. Um, they're like the power it couple, like they're like the Kardashians of like the
It's
like the glam couple,
yeah,
so
Nolans.
they like the glams, so I'm okay with that. I like them. Once we get my glam, obviously they're happy to see them back. Libby and Andre, we knew they were coming back regardless. She's pregnant, so
You're
I think they're waiting for their spin-off.
I think your Wi-Fi is going down.
They're probably excited. Oh wait, what, my Wi-Fi's going?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh, well, we can hear you, but it sounds very robotic and like it's like skipping.
Huh. Hold on.
Okay.
Fix that. Is it still like bad?
Yeah, still pretty bad. Natalie says you sound like a bug. All right. Well, hopefully he gets that fixed and we'll be able to come back up. Oh, I can't believe Natalie you called him a bug. That was quite funny. So yeah, while he's getting that fixed, yeah, Big Ed was an interesting one to watch. I don't know. I don't know my feelings about him. I'll see. Like John said, I guess I'll give him a second chance. Liz gave him a second chance after really bashing him pretty good. So we'll see. Money does wonders. Who else? So somebody asked about the Happily cast. I don't remember everybody that's on it, but it's some recent ones, some couple of years ago. Big Ed and Liz, Kim and Usman, Angela and Michael, Yara, or what's his name? Jovi and Yara. So yeah, there's quite a few on there. We'll see how it ends up, but I hope to have some other. Welcome back.
Okay, better.
100%.
How long was I going like that?
About 8 seconds.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that long.
That's why I stopped you.
What was I saying?
You were talking about Jovi and Yara.
Oh yeah, like they're great. I like them. Libby and Andre. We all knew they were going to come back, and obviously they're hoping that they're going to take, I guess, the time slot that either the Family Chantel or Darcy show takes.
Yep.
Because we all know that that family is just like thirsting for their own spinoff.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting because her one sister, she's just out there doing her thing with her daughters and her what's her name? Jen is the one that's doing that. She was just in New York this past weekend with her kids. Her one daughter is an amazing dancer and is trying to get into NYU, and so yeah, she's doing her own thing there. But I think the other ones would totally be in it, and Jen would too. I mean, if they were filming down here, there's no doubt she would be in it. She likes the camera.
I mean, Jenny and Sumit, happy to see them there. Actually, they listen. Jenny deserves her time. She put in those 3 seasons on The Other Way. Like, ugh. I mean, The Other Way is the worst.
I'll never forget. I think it was her first season when she went down to the internet cafe and he was like, "What are you doing? You can't just do that. You're an American. Don't you know that?" So, yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to keep Jenny on The Other Way, though. Like, I'm wondering if that's what, because, or are they going to be on Happily and does Sumit move here? Does anybody know that? Like, where are they? And again, I haven't been checking. I've been pretty out of the loop the last few months. So are they here? So I'm curious to see. Oof, these glasses dig in. Oof. Oh, this light is not favorable. Oh, they're in India. So then she'll probably be back on The Other Way, which they they've been the staple of that show.
They have.
You know, we're not going to see Ari and Vinny there anymore. So they're in India. Okay.
You haven't started. You haven't started UK.
I think I saw that Rebecca and Zied are moving back to Tunisia. I think that's a thing I saw. So maybe we'll see Rebecca.
Yeah, they don't do anything for me.
Yeah, you know, maybe we'll see Rebecca and Zied on the other way now. You know, she won't be able to smuggle the Joella chicken to him there, but we'll see. Not a big Rebecca fan. Never have been, never will be. But good luck, I guess.
That's it. Hope you find love.
Well, she does. She has Zied. Yeah.
True.
You know.
Ish.
They look pretty happy here though. Like that move surprised me. Like for Zied to wanna go back. Like I'm like, huh. I'm like side-eyeing that real hard. I'm like, you know, because he looked pretty happy here. Because they bought didn't they buy like a Lexus convertible or like something like that, or like
no, a BMW.
It was like an old BMW convertible, like an older BMW convertible. And like he seemed like he was very happy here. Yeah. So that really, really surprised me. Them going back there.
You see what Maggie Morgan said?
I see that Rita said Rebecca's broke.
Yeah, Rebecca got evicted.
Rebecca got evicted. That's why she was on the 10-day. Oh.
Some tea there, man. Wow.
Okay, I really have to get plugged in again, guys. I promise. This is only my second live back. I'm going to I'm gonna get plugged back in again because that's some good stuff. I actually, before everything went south, I had a really good story about Rebecca. I think I alluded to it, and then it just kind of never happened. But I might have to finish that because I was in the middle of it, and then you know, life happened, but it was a good story. So, and I loved where her and Zia lived, like that, cool apartment. Wasn't the cool their apartment? It was all industrial looking, with the exposed brick and everything. I'm like, I love where they lived.
Yep, it was nice.
So what happened? Did they just both stop working and just decide to live on cameos and stuff?
You know,
that just surprised me. Weren't they on Pillow Talk and stuff like that? Hey, Anne, I have to talk to you. We have to do Beverly Hills tomorrow. I hope you had an amazing first day. By the way, love you. My computer's slow. There we go. Was it saying what? Answer me off.
That they were doing happily in cameos, and you know, they're just on Diaries the other day.
How did they get evicted?
But we know
that seems rough to me. Because you know, she was one of the you know, she was on Pillow Talk. She does the Diaries, and she was on you know, she was on she was on Happily last year, wasn't she? And Ziad on Happily last year, yeah. How did that happen?
Bad financial decisions? I don't know.
And then she was she did that you know, that infomercial, remember, Cody?
What?
She did that infomercial for the
oh, she did, yeah.
What was it for? It was
I don't remember.
Lasering or some type of something like that, where you know, made her look younger, type of facial rejuvenation.
Not
and
flat
so
tummy
she
like
that going for her. And they get evicted.
Yeah, crazy. Well, don't let Mohamed get any ideas. Good God, Yve, I need to go back to my home country.
Oh, with a kind of liposuction. Yeah, I knew something like that. So yeah, let's close out on that. Even Mohamed, okay, so have you been keeping up with the show?
I have.
So I haven't watched an episode since our last recap. How's it been?
It's a terrible show. I mean, this season is just terrible. None of the cast is interesting. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I've enjoyed the previous seasons. This one has been really hard to hang on with. Yve and Mohamed are finally. They had wedding. Most of the weddings were this past week, this past Sunday. Sorry, spoiler alert.
So it's a tell-all like this Sunday, or like is it the week after that?
I'm gonna say it's the week after because I believe there's still one more episode left.
Ugh.
But it's awful, and I'm tired of what's his name, Patrick, and the Brazilian girl. I can't think of her name. My goodness.
Oh, Thais.
Thais. Oh my gosh, she just needs to go back to Brazil and stop.
And is Emily still unbearable?
Emily's still unbearable. Emily's pregnant again. She's hiding it from her parents because the one rule they gave them is because
Emily's pregnant again.
Is to not get pregnant while living in their house. So he wants. That's a big issue with them right now, is because he wants to talk to the dad about, or he wants to talk to their family about it. And she's like, no.
So that happened quick in the 90 days, huh? Like she already knows and everything. Like that was fast.
Yeah, she took a test a couple of weeks ago, and boom, double lines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And I saw Jibri and Miona like do a story, and he was like, "Look at my wife coming over here and making so much money, and I'm so proud of her." And I'm like, "Wow!" I'm like, "You've been married for years already. Like, people are having a really hard time at things, and people are desperate. And you're saying how your wife just came here and how you're flaunting all this money. So good for you, I guess."
Right.
Like I couldn't even post it because I just wanted to. I'm like, you know what? I unfollow. Like I unfollow like all the new casts. Like I'm like I'm good.
You did miss a funny story about 2 weeks ago. It's not with them. It's going back to oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. Shouldn't have worked so hard today. Emily and her guy. Kobe.
Oh wait, Thais is also pregnant.
Oh, interesting. She may be now. I mean, I don't think she announced it on the show.
And like, here's like the thing: Maggie does have the tea sweets. Maggie's on top of it tonight. Breaking news again. We all know like they're all together.
Yeah.
They don't even like try and hide it anymore.
No.
It's like, they're like, haha. It's like they flaunt it.
Well, and it's interesting because the only ones that I see having issues right now are Mohamed and Yve.
You're saying?
I said the only ones that I see having issues right now are Mohamed and Yve.
So like that's like the thing. Like I think like Mary Pants and Shots Fired, I've seen like them posting about it the most. But so like, and I don't know anything about this. Just like from like what I've seen, like looking at stories and feeds quickly, is that Mohamed has this other girl on the side that he's been talking to, and he's just using her for the green card. But it's like, is anyone even shocked if it's true? Like, that's like old hat. Like, really? Like, oh, look, someone's using somebody for a green card. This is season 10, bitches. Like, this is like new. Like, is it even like worth reporting at this point anymore? Like, oh no, look, a new cast member who just wants to be on the show for fame is exploiting somebody else to be on the show to get their green card out of it as well. Wow.
And I just don't
been there before.
Yeah, I don't see what drama they're going to have on the tell-all either, because like you said, they're all married. They all ended up married. It's all pretty drama-free. I mean, yeah, there's some little arguments and things here and there, but come on.
And like, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if these messages are like, true. Thank you, Anne. Appreciate that. Appreciated. But is it a big shock? Like, and I saw it and people are like, did you see this? Like, why aren't you posting about it? I'm like, because it's like, what, he's like the first guy to do this? I'm like, I don't trust any new cast members at all.
Nope.
None. 0.00 of the new cast members I trust, and like, nor do I want to follow or report on.
Yeah,
Ever.
I think you were the one that at the beginning of the season went and looked and said, "Oh, yep, an actor, oh, an artist, an actor." You know, you went and found it all.
Where do you watch a show in New Zealand? Wanda wants to know. Thank you, Wanda. You didn't put a super chat in there for that. But yeah, like, you know, just seeing them flaunt everything, and I don't know, and the people they have on the show. That's why I'm happy I kind of like stopped watching for a little bit and took a break from seeing it, because like my opinion of the show is getting just worse and worse and worse and worse. So it's been like a blessing that we really haven't watched. The last time we watched was the last time we did a recap. Thank you, Jenifer. Appreciate it. But I'm really looking forward to Happily. At least like I know what I'm dealing with, you know, and we'll go from there. But I still can't understand how Kim and Usman are on that show. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, she is barely a girlfriend. Like, let's just like dive into it like a little bit.
Don't get too much away.
Kim left the show on her one season on before, being, what was it? Not a super fan and a girlfriend, like one of many girlfriends, just like, not like a singular girlfriend, like a girlfriend. And let's not forget that Kim had to come bearing frankincense, myrrh, MacBooks,
PS5
and PS5. So let's not forget that. You know, those tidings that she had to bring to not international singing sensation Soulja Boy. So she has to bring all that. And let's not forget the gold. You know, the SJ license plate that you know, he wore for the other girls when Kim wasn't looking. Let's not forget that.
Well,
and
she's not a super fan, though.
And then she had to put her foot down for affection, right? Like, let's not forget that. Like, you know, the ultimatum was made.
Yep.
And, you know, and then she took away the MacBook. Was it the MacBook or the PS5 that she took away? She took away the MacBook. Yeah. She punished him, took away the MacBook.
She said, I could use the computer.
Then I guess they have like the intimacy, and then, you know, she leaves knowing that she's an official Usman, not international singing sensation Soulja Boy girlfriend. And now they're unhappily.
Now they made it. Maybe she'll bring
in. There was talk of them filming like months ago. I think we had posted about it. But everybody had assumed that they were filming for like before again. Because I think they were saying how Kim was over there, and there was like some like hiccup about Usman and one of his other people, and one of Usman's crew was leaking stuff, and that's how it came out. And yeah, they were filming for Happily. Sneaky.
Interesting. Wow.
I don't know. It just, you know, that's quite a leap for me.
Yeah. She's still not.
So we'll see how that plays out. I guess, like, honestly, that's the only couple that doesn't make sense for me. So
yeah.
Okay.
And when does it start? Isn't it the end of the month, the 28th or something like that?
The 28th. So I guess next week is, the last episode. Maybe we'll watch the last episode. Maybe we'll watch, like, you know, the last episode, and then we'll watch the tell-alls. I can't make any promises. It's been so nice not having to look at those people's faces and their storylines, you know. But
have you happened to start watching the UK version?
No, a lot of people have said a lot of good things about it. Is that on the app?
It is. They 2 episodes so far.
Yeah, we'll see. It's been nice taking a break from watching the show. I'm not gonna lie. It's been like 2 months I think since we watched it. And this cast was just like rancid. I think everybody could agree that this was just the worst. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to watching at least Happily, and seeing how this works, because I think they actually did a pretty good job of shaking the cast up a little bit.
Yep.
And then, again, Sister Wives is starting, which I'm also looking forward to doing. And then we have, Beverly Hills is on. So, and Anne, I want to do Beverly Hills tomorrow if you're still in here. So, yeah. But I think maybe we'll watch the final episode and maybe kind of finish it there and then go into Happily. And then after Happily, I can't make promises. I don't know anymore. Like, the UK has the same exact rules. Like, it's like 90 days, like, just like it is here. Like, that's weird.
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know if they went into it.
But... Like, it's the same exact thing. Like, you have like the same 90 days in the UK you do. Like, is it the same exact like thing? Is it more time? Like, that's like my question about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But like, I'm not really good at watching spinoffs. I really try to keep it to what's on TLC on Sunday nights, because then like you start watching on Mondays and then Tuesdays,
right?
And shows and ugh. But Seeking Sister Wife we haven't watched. I have to catch up. I think it's almost over. Like I was talking about it last night. I wasn't even gonna go live tonight, but I thought the Pedro thing was interesting. I'm like, let me just try and get used to doing this again. So this was fun. I actually had a really good time.
I'm glad.
And I actually thought it was only going to last like 20 minutes because I was just going off like the couple of posts I had on IG, but it was fun, and I'm going to catch up and get more up to speed about what's really going on with everybody.
Excellent. Yeah, we need to have old school, have Maria up here doing 90 Day Fiance, and I miss it. It was always fun, John. Looking forward to that again.
Yes, and I still have not come up with anything for my new membership tiers. So I've been talking to a few people today about it, but I'm gonna figure something out. So that's still on. That's still being worked on. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we could do Beverly Hills with Anne, and then yeah, I might go live on IG later on tonight with my members on IG, because I'm starving. There's a pizza waiting for me. I'm gonna eat it, and that's it. So if you guys are not subscribed to Patrick's channel, it's called Adventures with Patrick, and you want to hype yourself up?
Yeah, we talk about cruising. We talk about all kinds of fun stuff on there. You never know who a special guest is going to be. John's been on with me before. That's
you just had like a big like cruise guy, right? Like the
cruise director, one of the big cruise directors. So yeah,
it's very Love Boat.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we should I think on our group cruise we all need to play somebody from the Love Boat.
I'm the bartender. I'm Ted.
I love it. Perfect.
That's me. Because I was always the bartender. They used that clip for me back in the day. So I'm definitely the bartender in that scenario. That's all I need to be in the Love Boat. That's me.
Yep.
So make sure you're following Patrick. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate the support and the love. And I guess I will see you guys tomorrow for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So everybody have a great night. It's been a great Monday, and I may see you a little bit later on IG. So have a great night, everybody. I will talk to you soon. Toodaloo!
See ya.
The Love Boat. I can't get the thing to end, so this might take a second because my computer is being slow. So come aboard the Love Boat. Let's Let's see. Nope, still not going. There we go. Nope, maybe. Nope, still live.